Is he still going to be at Palmer Tech?
You know, I don't know that answer that question yet. You know, we haven't really touched on Palmer Tech the first couple episodes. As you know, Felicity was fired. I think he still works there. I think he does. But, you know, we're kind of just diving into the aspect of what Team Arrow looks like now that, you know, a lot of the team members are left and trying to get on their own path, whether it's Diggle getting out of there after the events with his brother, or Thea really trying to, you know what I'm saying, find out who she is. And I think Curtis will be there to help out in the meantime, you know, until things get really good.
In an enthusiastic, dorky kind of way.
Absolutely. 100%. Enthusiasm and dorkiness is popping with Curtis.
Are you excited for
the crossovers?
Crossover?
Oh, yeah. I am so stoked. I want so bad for Curtis and Cisco to have a scene together. That's really what I want. So I hope that gets to happen. Yeah.
I'll put it out there.
Do it. Tweet tell Wendy when she comes over here. Make that happen.
Yes. That would actually be a pretty good interaction.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
With Curtis kind of taking on a bigger role this season, what would you like to explore in terms of his backstory?
You know, I would really like to explore him and Paul's relationship and how they really make it work. I think that they're so good together and really have each other's back, and I think it would be cool to see positive, like, supportive partner who's there, but even though they still have, you know, hurdles to get through, seeing how they cross them and really show that they're really there for each other and really care about each other. So I'm really excited to see that relationship develop further, and also excited to see Curtis get out in the field and, you know, have those growing pains and also be able to kick a little ass, you know.
Curtis's transition over to eventually Mr. Terrific, whatever that is, have you already got an idea in your mind of kind of how you want to portray that?
Yeah, you know, honestly, from the first audition, we did some different things. They had me play the character two different ways, you know, so that's always something we've been discussing and dealing with in terms of how he is Mr. Terrific. So he will be slightly different from who he is as a regular character. Yeah. But that was like the first time audition we dealt with that. We kind of delved into that. Yeah, so it was very cool. Yeah.
Does Flashpoint affect that? Is that how?
You know, I mean, Flashpoint has some effect on Arrow, but I think you really have to ask the producers really what's really going on with that. But yeah.
Can you talk about the dynamic between Felicity and Curtis? How much fun is that?
They hate each other. No, they are best friends. I think they are so supportive of each other. There for good news or bad times or anything like that. And I think their dynamic is so special and awesome. I really like how Wendy really phrased it. She said, if God, Emily, you can see we hate each other. But you know, Wendy said something really cool. It was like, if Felicity's the software, Curtis is the hardware, and I think you'll really see us diving more into that aspect of his engineering prowess, and you know, really, I mean, whether it was him creating the biostimulant or the power cell, you really see him forwarding some technology to really help out Green, the Team Arrow and whatnot. So they have to stop important stuff from Star Labs. So we were cool.
What's the one scene that you think personifies your character today in the show?
I mean, that beacon of hope scene when he first comes into the bunker, I think that really personifies who Curtis is. You know, he's like a fanboy at heart. You know, he's like really like excited that heroes are actually existing and that these things that we didn't think were possible or humanly possible, or you know, different scientific theories being proven. I think he's really just so excited about that. You know, he's such a science-driven person, and seeing kind of how some of that stuff takes a backseat to some mystical elements and stuff like that is really like mind-blowing to him, you know, or seeing, you know, different like Earths and stuff like that. I think it's like really like, holy crap, that these theories are like true. There's wormholes and all stuff like that, and he loves that type of stuff. So it's really cool. Yeah.
Were you a fanboy at heart? I mean, did you read comics?
Oh yeah, I'm a huge nerd. Grew up reading comic books, anime, video games, the whole gamut, playing Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I mean, whatever. You know, I just was really hard into nerd culture, just my culture as I call it. But yeah, so it's really a dream come true to be able to be on a superhero show and to actually become a superhero. I'm pinching myself still. Yeah.
What is it like to be here at Comic-Con, knowing like you're a superhero now?
It's crazy. You know, last time I was at Comic-Con, I was walking the floor and just like, you know, getting it in, and now it's like I can't even walk outside. We've been like, yo! So it's really surreal, and I mean, the question I've been asking myself a lot lately is, what is life? Like, how is this possible? Like, I'm living a dream, you know. It's so cool to be a part of this, and these are my people, and the people I really connect with, and to be a part of that is so great. You know, I've done TV for a couple years now, and for my friends to be like, yo, last night, that episode was dope, son. You know, it's like, yes! It's like such a win that my friends are actually into something I'm in, you know. Such a win, yeah.
So you started shooting this?
Yes, ma'am.
What episode?
I'm on episode 3.
Okay. Anything that's coming up that you can't wait for the fans to see?
So much coming up. I can't wait for them to see the first 2 episodes. We've so hit the ground running just out the gate, and they're really mixing it up, and it already feels so different from last season. It's like kind of crazy because I think we all just feel like we just kind of went away for a couple weeks and we're like, all right, let's keep shooting. What's happened? Everything's different now. All the people are different. But you know, I'm just so excited for people to see these episodes returning out. Obviously, the writers are so great, and we have like these new recruits coming in, and new vigilantes coming in, new badasses, new bad guys. So I just can't wait for people to see it all. I'm so excited.
Supergirl's joining the CW universe. How do you think that Curtis would react to seeing her?
I think he would have an orgasm if he met Supergirl. That would be like so huge, and I hope he gets to meet her. I would love to see that interaction, you know. But like I said, you know, he's just fascinated by that type of stuff, you know, and someone flying or whatever, it's just, he's very fascinated that that stuff can be actually possible, you know. So I think he's gonna love it.
Has he seen the Flash? I'm trying to remember.
I mean, he hasn't seen the Flash in the show, but he's obviously heard of Flash.
Oh, yeah,
you
but
know,
he hasn't
he hasn't seen him
okay.
officially. He hasn't met him yet.
Well, that's the crossover
Yeah. Oh, I
potential
cannot
there.
wait.